First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the double.
57's right. Blue down. Check 52. Check Nick.
There.
Shift.
You're out. 5.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
22-jet bombers. Hey, lock it.
Check.
2.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Haywood.
Twist.
Hey, Sam on.
Looking to throw. Costello. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Come on. Back.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Looking to throw on second down. Low. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's checking. Crash. Ready.
is going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
6-6, bullet high. Yep. Get it.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
You got it.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, Echo. Guard, guard.
49, check 49, check 49. Check 50, check 50. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
Go, go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Costello is going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And his ex-defensive... back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Let's go.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
57 to Mike.
Leo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Ready?
On 4th down. Costello.
Check.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down, Chicago.
Okay, ready?
57
61. Matchbox lights.
Hard. Check. Crunch.
Big river.
They'll run on 1st down.
Safety creep.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check.
Rock it.
Check.
Look at me. Go.
Check three. Watch the ship.
Stand.
Watch the ship. Pick the edge.
Now.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Ship.
Hey, lock it.
Switch.
Hit it.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Sam up. Squeeze.
Check.
Yo, go.
No.
Go.
They run. This is Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Hey, switch gears, switch
Pro team spill.
Under 10. Shift. 45's the mic, 45's the mic.
Leo.
Whip. Watch the whip. Deuce.
Five.
They'll run on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Down. 10 Tucson. General West.
You got tight right there. Wide. Get wide. Say.
Shoot.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as the Bears push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Especially when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Double time. High 7, let's go.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is Geis. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 43.
Look at me. Door.
Hey, check 23.
This is Cole. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Bring it.
Hey, Alpha.
Switch. Chance.
There. Right. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Costello. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Kill.
Now Cohen. They find some open field here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
10 Lobo. Hey, lock it.
Check safety. Kill.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
On 1st down, it's Cox. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That's it, baby.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Squeeze.
Watch the eye.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
A little flat.
Ready, go.
Check 4.
Deep dribble.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
That's what I'm talking
Tariq
about.
Cohen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
We're into the points per drive ratio. That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Leo.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Check 13.
Hit it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know you felt that one.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away in front. And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down. 1. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 1, go.
Off the toss, Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen.
Get there. Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A gain of 12.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Check 31, check 31. Hatch it.
Hey, lock it.
He's coming. Double up.
Blue draw Corkers.
Coming, double up. Switch. Switch.
Hey, Sam on. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Cox. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Here I come.
Right up.
Check 3.
And they're running with Cohen. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
I want that, Charlie. Give me that ball, defense.
Throwing on third and long. Love. Sideline is complete. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go. Let's go. Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's keep moving. 90 is a two, fellas. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up with that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Love. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They were looking for Marshall that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real done for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 50, plant. Know your job. Shift.
Big edge. Check.
Check. X3. 218, chopper.
Hot. 120.
Leo. Lee Griffin.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 60 yards. Hard. Go. Rock it. Gotta let him breathe, defense. Back. Now.
He's checking.
They recovered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Check 99. Check 99. Check the backer. Check the backer.
49. Check 49. Check
Look at me. Go. 50. Hit it.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick by Butker is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
All day, baby, all day.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out until they adjust.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
We got three.
To throw on third down. Love. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
90 is a mic. Here we go. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Kirkpatrick, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
More out. Check. Fresno. 5.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Big dash. Come.
On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bears first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. So don't say nothing. Greystone travel.
Kill, kill, kill. Check, 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 check.
Hey, lock it.
Check 30.
Hey, Sam on.
Bang.
On first down, it's Cox. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
80 weapon.
10, under 10, 10. Shift. Whip, 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 whip.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
Now a handoff to Cohen running left side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 45 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Set, ready. Nice 7, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. And let's head.
Throwing on first down. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Banjo.
Ready?
Again, it's Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Shoot. No, check that. We want Mike. Leo. Now.
Why? Get one.
Big grip.
Looking to throw. Costello. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Jam. Kill.
Hey, go. Now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Sponge. No.
Hard.
Check 43.
Hit it.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
60 or.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And they'll get this down to the 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
When's the mic? Watch one. 3 buzz.
61. Matchbox lights.
Switch. Watch that. Check.
Rock it. Look at me. Door. 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for every other thing? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You're saying afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Fan.
13.
You're out.
3, alert 3.
Yes.
25, check 25.
Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cox. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready up.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
Hey, lock it.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Switch it.
Hut.
On 3rd down, Cox. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
We got this.
A good pickup there, 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 1st down, Love rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Ready.